All right, what's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Riley Hulbert, and we are going to be playing a fascinating Haymaker mirror.
I love Haymaker mirrors.
I love the Haymaker mirror. It is one of my favorite, most classic matchups. This is from the base to jungle set. You can see that we are playing on our Super Stoked play match, which is available in the Etsy store, which is in the which way that way. Yeah. Oh yeah. In the description below if you want to check those out. I am very excited about these. Excited about my new tabletop game setup as well that I got in the home studio here. So we're going to be rocking out this classic matchup for you all to see. Going to try to explain some of the cards as we go as well. So those of you that are not familiar with the base set to jungle format can kind of play along and follow what we're doing as well. Now, we're going to go ahead and get set up in base to jungle format. You draw and you get set up first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could do everything on the first turn of the game, and the player that goes for wins the coin flip has to go first. There is no choice.
Unlimited amounts.
You can also retreat an unlimited amount of times, which is kind of hilarious and pretty much unnecessary, but it is interesting that a Scyther, I guess, could retreat into itself twice in order to get out of confusion. So
or like
that is a thing.
Something.
Or poison or something like that. All right, it looks like we've got a fascinating, double Scyther start here.
Heads or tails?
Tails. All right, so Riley is going first.
All right, so I'm going to draw for turn. Oof. So in the Haymaker mirror, resource management is super important. You can play cards like Professor Oak, which is the equivalent of Professor Sycamore today, except it's basically an item card.
Yup.
But you typically don't want to do that recklessly because deck out is a very common win condition in this format.
Very common.
So I'm going to use my bill to draw 2 cards.
Very cool.
Oof.
And there are no supporters in this format. So anybody not familiar, there's no such thing as a supporter, no such thing as a card you can only, a trainer you can only play once per turn. All trainers are unlimited. So
Item Finder.
Item Finder is awesome. It's like Dowsing Machine for anybody who played during that format.
For a bill?
Yep, you could trade 2 of the other cards in your hand for a trainer from the discard pile. Now, potentially I should not have benched this Hitmonchan. I was already forgetting my my strategies here. If you start a Scyther, that thing's not getting knocked out on the first turn of the game no matter what. So there's almost no point in benching something reckless like this. But
I think I'm going to pass.
And as you can see, I am also playing in my gold Dragon Shields, which I am reviewing as part of a product review for the competitive channel. So I will, I think, just attach a lightning here, and then we're just going to pass it on to you, Riley.
All right, so I'm going to draw. Interesting. I'm going to attach a fighting here.
Okay.
Match your lightning. I'm going to use energy removal.
Alrighty.
Crushing hammer with no flip.
That's a crushing hammer with no flip, guys.
And go ahead.
Okay. And you will notice that the pacing of this format is usually pretty quick. Energy removal. There's going to be a bombardment of energy removal cards right off the top here to get things started. And then I think I'm just going to place a lightning, and then you could go ahead.
Cool.
Yep.
I'll draw. Very interesting. Still think...
Yeah, just jamming the Scyther. One day, one of us will get a Scyther going. Now, there is this really crazy good card in this format called Lass, which strips both players of the trainer cards in their hands, kind of like a super Getsis. Oh my goodness, and he's going in with the double +power.
All right, so I'm going to use Thundershock.
Oh my goodness.
If I get heads, you're paralyzed. So take
Paralyzed. 30 damage. That is a power play. These get discarded. My goodness. So now I am in Thunder Punch range. That is crazy. Okay, I'll draw my card here. I'm gonna energy removal to remove that Thunder Punch option from you. And then I'm going to play... Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to play the Fighting Energy here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Energy Retrieval, trade my super for a Lightning. And that's like Energy Retrieval is like the only trainer card in this format that's worse. Than,
no, yeah, it's just worse.
It's just strictly worse than the modern one. And then I'm going to play Lass. So we both show each other our hands. Yep. And we have to shuffle all the trainers in since I have played... Oh, the Lass goes to my discard pile. But since I have played my hand down to none, I suspected that Riley was sitting on some juice now. but he has no energy, and I know that. So I am making a huge power play here.
Oh, for sure.
Stripped his Electabuzz of the energy, and then next turn, you know, so long as he does not top deck an Oak or something, which, I mean, that stuff happens all the time. This game is far from over. Because the Hitmonchan still has to go through this right there. All right, and I will pass to you.
All right. I'll pass.
Alrighty, so we're in. Oh, Bill. Okay, now I will attach a lightning energy here and retreat. And I am going to... And PlusPower, weirdly enough, also only gets added after weakness and resistance. So you can't, you know... It's also worse than the modern PlusPower. I'll jab for 40.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll draw. I'm going to play Scoop Up.
No! No! Oh, no. Scoop Up is so good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so he has effectively walled me off a little bit here. And the resistances in this format, guys, the resistances are insane. Scyther has a resistance to Hitmonchan, and it is a minus 30 resistance. So we are not exactly cruising along at optimal speeds here. I think I am going to... Oh, my goodness. Do I really just... I'll just pass. All right,
okay.
Fine.
All right. I'll Energy Retrieval.
Okay.
Discarding the Electabuzz.
Oh, the Electabuzz is gone.
Getting Electric and a Fighting.
Energy Retrievals are really important in this format as well, because as you can see, in a format where there is tons... Draw. In a format where there is tons of energy removal, getting the energy back is really good. So we're going to energy removal there. We are going to attach return here and pass.
Sure. I'm going to attach here.
Okay.
I'm going to pass.
Okay, I'll draw. And I am going to item finder Hitmonchan and PlusPower here for a bill.
Okay.
And we're going to try and see if we could draw some cards. So I'm going to grab the bill, play it, draw 2. 1, 2. Busted! Draw! Scoop up the Hitmonchan. The energy goes to the discard pile. We're going to promote the Scyther here. I think that I end up putting the... No, I don't know. I can't discard too many Hitmonchans because there's no way for me to get them back. But I feel like he also could trap me. But at this point, I'm not super concerned. So I'm going to Oak. Because I don't want anything weird to happen where I get, like, knocked out and then I lose. All right, so 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and now we are cruising along here. We are going to energy removal the Scyther.
Oh, my gosh.
And we are going to... Let's see, I think we just go for a power play here. I am going to... Oh my goodness, this is very greedy. PlusPower here, and then I'm going to computer search.
Okay.
And I'm going to go for the last. And basically what I'm saying is that I'm trying to, like, win. So we're going to get the last and play it. Look at your hand. See if you got... Oh, yep, sure enough. There's an item finder. So the item finder goes back into the deck. I show Riley my hand, which is just a fighting energy. And so we have put Riley on the clock again. This is a little bit of an aggressive play on my part, but I'm trying to see if we can just run things out here pretty quickly. Now, if Riley ends up surviving into late game, this game, he could take it because I have expended way more resources than him. If you look at our discard piles, mine is pretty fat. Riley's is pretty small. All right, so I will slash for 40 damage. Perfect math there, considering that next turn I get to knock it out if he does not do anything. But I know he's got the Hitmonchan.
Pass.
Okay, we'll draw another bill. Wow, that luck there. You know, can't complain about that. I think I start going in with another Scyther. I feel like that's just the best play for us. That way, if we get multiple Scythers built up, I don't think we can lose. So that's good. And let's just slash for knockout.
Okay. That's Bill.
Okay. All right. And this Scyther with 3 energy on it, this can very quickly get stripped of energy. That is a fact.
And an Oak.
Okay. As you can see, we are also playing double colorless energy to help with that slash attack, though neither of us have seen one yet, or attached one, I think. I didn't have one in this game, no.
Oh, bench Electabuzz.
All right.
Attach an energy and I'll super energy removal.
Oh,
Get
yep.
rid of 2 of those.
And there's, any specific ones there?
Let me see discard problem. Yeah, I'll get rid of a fighting and lightning.
Okay. Sure.
And with that, you're good to go.
All right, draw. Okay, so I am going to just come in with this Hitmonchan here. And
Did you take a prize for knocking out?
I did, the one.
Okay.
Right, I've only knocked out one Pokemon. I think you scooped up the other ones.
You knocked out an Electabuzz, didn't you? Or did I scoop that?
You scooped
You
it.
scooped
Oh,
it.
I scooped it and I discarded it. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will just jab the Hitmonchan. Yeah.
Okay.
And here we go, boys. Some
Alright.
jab wars.
I'm gonna bill.
Okay.
Energy removal.
All right.
And I'll comp.
Okay. And you guys can see the ebb and flow of this matchup. Like, I've done a lot of work and only taken one prize. A lot of work. And what seemed like I was ahead and really running things there, and like at times, maybe one turn away from winning, you know, and it just buffed out. And that's the way this format is. And I find it, you know, fascinating. I like the tempo of it. I like that the turns are short too, because it's actually fun to play because you're never like sitting there waiting for your opponent to really do too much shuffling and stuff on their turn.
PlusPower and Oak.
Okay. The Oak power play. All right. What, you know, Riley at first had a smaller discard, but is looking like now we're pretty even here.
Yeah, I think we're about even right
Yeah,
now.
pretty even.
I'll do 30.
All right, he's going to jab for 30. I'm ahead on prizes, though, but this might be one of those classic, yeah, nobody's taking prizes here kind of games. Let's see. I think that you jab for 30. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty cool with that. Let's go here.
Okay.
And let's jab again. And we're just going to do it like that. All right.
Let's draw.
I like the Haymaker matchup because it feels like a thinking man or woman's. A gentleman's game. It's definitely a thinker. What do you call these? Big brain deck?
Big brain deck.
It's a big brain.
Big brain deck.
It's a big brain deck, right.
I'll jab again.
Okay. Because you can't just blow all your resources. You can't just be like, oh, I could play this card, so I should play this card. It's definitely not like that at all.
No, definitely not.
And you very easily get punished for doing so. So there's a lot of turns where you're like, I could play that. I'll wait one more turn. And there's a lot of that going on. So let's see here. I think that we are going to go to Scoop Uptown and try to deny a prize there. Discard the energy, promote a free retreater, and then we probably, oh my goodness, just pass.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to bide a little bit of time here.
I'm gonna attach.
Sure. Bide time. It's like I like the cards in my hand. You know, you don't necessarily want to get rid of any of them. Resources are limited, so
I'll also pass.
it's like I'm wagering that he's not going to do anything to that Scyther that turn, and I was pretty much correct. So let's see here. I think I can afford to go and I don't really imagine a world where that's a great card right now. So let's Energy Retrieval the Electabuzz. And we're going to get back to fighting energies. The Electabuzz seems a little suboptimal right now, considering his board is like some Hitmonchan. So I'm like, he could probably go. And let's just, we could go do something a little here. And then let's Gust the Electabuzz.
Okay.
And then I'm going to jab it for 40.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll draw.
Sure.
I'm going to scoop up.
Sure. And that way, you know, the energy goes to the discard. Yeah. A little bit greedy there on my part, but I didn't like that he was starting to build up an Electabuzz that could probably do more damage there.
I'll jab.
So I wanted to, you know, put that thing back to 0. So that was the game plan there. So I think that I can. Oh boy, I think we start going in here again, and we're just gonna jab the active.
Okay.
Yep. And I think like if we just put damage all over the board, maybe we can sweep up with the Scyther or something like that later in the game.
I'll jab again.
Yep. Up to 40. And then, oh my goodness. Okay. Let's Gust the Electabuzz.
Okay.
And we're going to jab.
Sure.
Yeah. It's a little greedy here with the Gust. Probably could have saved it, you know, but I kind of forced his hand a little bit, force him to expend some resources if he wants to go get that scoop up again. See?
Get a scoop up. And
does he have the PlusPower?
I do not.
It's not. Nope. So
I'll jab.
alrighty. 60. That's 70 hit points. So clutch. I think that I am going to attach here. And we are going to, yeah, just jab.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll draw.
Sure. Also, I have to say about the this format, I just love Scyther and Hitmonchan.
Super removal of these two.
Oh, gosh, that hurts. Oh, that stings. I love all the Pokemon in these decks. I love Scyther, Hitmonchan, and Electabuzz. Yeah, they are all awesome. So, oh, we've got a Fighting Energy on the Electabuzz on the bench. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. That Hitmonchan is down for the count. I think I will just pass.
Okay.
Yep. We're both at 5 prizes. I am thinking that this is going to be a classic deck out scenario.
I'll pass.
Yep. Draw. Okay. I'll also pass.
Okay. I'll retreat.
Sure.
And I will Thunder Punch.
Thunder Punch. All right. So
And
tails.
30.
30. 10 to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will draw. And we are going to Super Energy Removal that.
Okay.
And then I will also pass. We're going to wager here that Riley has a little bit of a tough time taking his prizes.
Pass.
Draw. I'm going to wait till I get a more favorable hand here. Let's see, I could potentially... All right, we're going to pass. Yep. Now, we do have Lass. Lass is an option to keep yourself from decking out, low-key, if you have a lot of trainers in your hand, but you will find that it usually does not buy you a ton of turns. It is something that can buy a couple.
Item Finder.
Sure.
For
Riley could go for the power play here.
Energy Retrieval.
If he is going for like the Lass and an attachment, and just is going to go, I'm going to go Thunder Punch game. You know, you don't know. He's got a Lass in hand. That could be a pretty crazy play right now. And he could wrap things up pretty quickly if I don't draw out of it. Yeah, looking at like, yeah, we're getting a little thin there, boys.
I'm just going to Thunder Punch.
Okay. And tails. Oh, that's a tough whiff. That is a tough whiff there. Okay. So for me, that thing's got 50 hit points left. I could go, okay, I could make something happen here. But I don't know if there's a point, like, but we'll make things a little bit exciting. We'll play Computer Search for Electabuzz and PlusPower. And let's take a look here at what we got. Oh, yep, nope. The card that I was looking for is not in here. Okay. So, plan B. All right. Yes. So, that is fine. That is totally fine. Yeah, we are going to go for the other route then. And we're going to grab that feller. Cut if you'd like. And we are going to Energy Retrieval or PlusPower here and grab probably 2 lightnings.
Okay.
And I'm going to retreat. Going to attach a lightning and super energy removal.
Okay.
And pass to you.
All right. I will attach.
Sure.
And I will Thunder Punch.
Tails again, Riley. Oh no. Oh no. You see Thunder Punch.
Or that was Thunder Shock.
Oh, Thunder Shock. Oh, okay. So that was just 3. Okay, it wasn't the Thunder Punch yet.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Yep, you're good. Draw.
You had 3 on you, so it's 4 now.
I'm at 4 now. Okay, there we go. Math. Math is hard. Okay. So I think I attach. Oh boy. I think I attach here. And we are going to try to Thunder Shock you. All right, about time. Now we're cruising. Oh, heads. Busted. Busted flip. Now,
Go ahead.
Thunder Shock can very much just keep this game from ending, which is what Riley wants. I am, favorable as far as the deck goes. So Thunder Shock again. Tails, 10 more damage.
Okay.
If Riley were to come up with a Hitmonchan, it's tough because I've got Scythers on the bench, which Hitmonchans cannot deal with. So he's really got to clean things up with an Electabuzz.
I'm gonna Gust here.
Yeah.
Attach.
Yeah.
Thunder Punch.
Thunder Punch gets the knockout. Doesn't take damage for once.
I know, crazy.
Pretty crazy. All right. Riley's ahead on prizes, but I am going to stay the course here. Actually, probably behooves me to actually make a power play here. Let's just do this. All right. And we are going to Thunder Punch ourselves and take 10 damage, but we do take a knockout. That thing was something that I was a little bit worried about, so had to get rid of it. I do invite the Hitmonchan up, but I suspect that I might be able to stall out the rest of the game here.
I'll attach and jab.
Jab for 40, so we're at 50.
Yeah.
Draw. And here, this might be the real killer. It's just another Scyther.
Oh, no.
And we're going to attach a lightning to it. And we are going to Thunder Punch ourselves. Actually, make it a little bit exciting here. Start taking some prizes. All right, so we knock out.
Yep.
Take 10 damage. I'm up to 60. And now things are escalating.
I'll attach and I'll jab.
All right. And I've got Game Boys, DCE, and Slash for knockout. So, good game, Riley. That was it. We actually did not go to deck out. So, that was, at least we got a little bit more of an exciting finish there. I just didn't have the Pokemon. And I had a lot of Pokemon prized as well. I actually had a Hitmonchan and Electabuzz.
I can't flip a head to save my life.
And Riley flipped no heads. And that is a lot of complaints about this format, is that it does come down to a lot of Thunder Shock and Thunder Punch flips. But, I think these guys are super cool. Definitely nostalgic, and they're fun. And definitely a fun format to play when you're just, casually kicking it around with some friends. You don't really have to learn a whole lot to play.
No, the cards don't. Even the cards that seem like they have a lot of text are not super complicated. They're pretty easy to understand fundamentally.
Right. They're all fundamentally very familiar. Everybody knows what an Energy Retrieval does because we still have that card. A lot of people know what a PlusPower does because we still have similar cards. Computer Search is still a card in expanded format.
And A-Spec.
Enhanced Hammer and Crushing Hammer are the same cards as that. Gust of Wind is the same concept as your Guzma.
Right.
Switch is still a legal card. Scoop Up is just like AZ or Super Scoop Up or any of those. Bill, raw draw card, item finder, fetch something out of the discard pile. Fundamentally a very simple deck.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of the 3 Pokemon, you honestly don't even need to read any of the text on them to
You
understand
don't.
what they do.
You will never Swords Dance with this deck.
Yeah, you need energy and damage.
Right.
There you go. That's all the card does.
And the amount of times I've seen Special Punch, I can count on one hand.
I was trying at the end.
But anyways, thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to let us know, what do you guys think of these tabletop gameplay videos in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, check out the Etsy store if you're interested in the Super Stoked playmat. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.